Hello Milky friends, it is Milkstore here with you for another Idle Heroes video. How are you? I hope you are well. It is day... You actually lose track of how many days you've been unemployed after a while. I think it's day 17. It could be more. It could be like actually over a month. I don't remember now. That's really bad. Anyway, we're midway through October. I think it's actually been more than a month, chillingly enough. It actually might be 4 weeks now. Anyway, I found myself cleaning my keyboard today, so it's brand new. But today we're actually here to do an Aspen dungeon run. If you saw my last video, you know that I cleared 50 finally in, I don't know, however many tries. It's taken me forever. But today we're gonna continue on the journey trying to get to 100. I already know how to get to 100. It's no secret how to get to finish Aspen Dungeon if you have the right hero and if you have the right artifacts. You only need 2 heroes to clear Aspen Dungeon. Tix and a Sherlock. On top of that, you need 2 artifacts for them. A Rui for Sherlock and... Sorry, a Radiant Rui for Sherlock and a Radiant Dildo for Tix. And that's it. I saw everyone's probably seen the video of the Vietnamese player just using those 2 heroes. He cleared 100, 50 to 100, like it was no problem. Just no problem at all. So, unfortunately, I do not have a Tix, nor do I have a Radiant Dildo. So, we have to make up for the lack of that one hero and that one particular Radiant artifact with a whole bunch of other heroes, namely Ada, Russell, and Aspen. 3 heroes need to make up for 1 hero right now, which seems kind of outrageous, but that's where we are. So Sherlock, we already have half the necessary heroes to get there. And everyone else is just trying to sub in for Tix, which it's neither here or there, but that's where we are. So let's just see what happens with that. I could put in another hero, but the reality is they're just making up space. Why not? Let's just put a Tara in for shits and giggles. Because I can, and then we can give you... It actually doesn't matter what she gets, because she is just a throwaway hero. So Aspen Dungeon, 50 to 100. Here we go. As soon as we load everyone, my critical heroes. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. Boom. Right, and so it also unfortunately means I need to start keeping track of my spreadsheet properly. So if you aren't already using your own spreadsheet to keep track of how you do with Aspen Dungeon, you should. The reason why you have to create your own spreadsheet and not rely on someone else's is because you're not going to have, unless you have Tix and Sherlock and you have the associated Radiant artifacts with, the Splendid artifacts with those heroes, there's just really no point in trying to, there's no point trying to copy that. Let me take a step back. Unless you have those heroes, you're going to have to find your own way, right? Like I am. I'm trying to sub Tix with a couple of other heroes. And the reality is, you and I are never going to have the same kind of artifacts, nor the same kind of stones, which is why you need to find out what works for you, given your constraints. That's why everyone has to keep their own spreadsheet. That's why I'm happy to share my spreadsheet, but it's going to be completely useless for you. Except where we align on heroes, stones, and artifacts. And that's a lot of things to align, because all those things are expensive. So now we get into it. Double Horus should be, if I look at my spreadsheet, and this is where you have to start keeping, unfortunately, meticulous notes. So level 490 Horus. Spreadsheet says Ada, with a Crown Ada. Should be able to handle that, and we did, so that's good. And if you look at my server and how many people have completed 50, so obviously no one's completed 100, but it's only a matter of time. I think once Tix becomes available in Profit Orbs in a couple of weeks' time, everyone's going to get to 100. Because right now, today, how many people are at 50? 10 of us, right? But look at how many people are close. Let's say over 40, 45 plus, which is where I was for a very long time. So that's like at least 25 people. That's a lot of people. So anyway, Amun-Ra, Ada, Amun-Ra, Ada DADA, so that's Russell with a demon potion, it says, and hopefully what applied at the lower levels applies at the high levels. So we'll give Russell a demon potion. Thank you very much. Yes, and it still works, which is good, which is what we want. Is he still alive? Yes. We want him to be still alive. So drink a lot of milk, please. Then we have little Vesa by herself. We'll just throw it. There we go. Throwaway hero is dead. This is going to be a very quick run if all our heroes are going to end up like that. So Ada and Amun Ra. Ada and Ra. What level? Level 490. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Ada and Ra. So Sherlock, the spreadsheet says Sherlock. The answer is yes. So that still works. Thank you very much. And we got another demon potion, which is great. So now we've got just Ada by herself. So we can do Ada. Ooh, we can just probably throw Sherlock in there just to try and get him to energy up, which he doesn't, which is fine. He's, as long as he's still alive. Gru and a Valk. So a spreadsheet says Ada. So level 490. I'm just keeping notes as I go. I mean, feel free to keep notes for yourself as well. But the reality is, the fact that I have Radiant Artifacts already disqualifies half of these heroes and the strategies I employ for you as well. Not Radiant, sorry. These guys have Splendid Artifacts. So Russell has a Splendid A and B, Ada has a Splendid Crown, and Sherlock has a Splendid Rui. And that's literally, I've sacrificed so much just to get Splendid versions of everything. If you look at my bag, we take a little detour. These are all the artifacts I've left. I've sacrificed so much, just literally everything. Any spare of these magic sources. I've 6 of them. I had 6 of them. Now I have 2. I had 4 of these. Now I have 2. I sacrificed the exclusive orange artifacts as well. So I had previously the boot from the Fortress faction. And I also had the... What else did I have? So I'll show you what I sacrificed specifically, right? Just to get the 3 Splendid Artifacts. You just need so much food. Just to give you a frame of reference, right? If you were to buy orange exclusive artifacts from the merchant on Celestial Island, which is what I've been religiously doing this whole time, because there's just simply no other way to get food for artifacts at all, save for the wishing coin, wishing fountain. Reliably get food, that is. That every time an orange exclusive artifact comes up on Celestial Island with the merchant, I just buy them all. It's 5,000 a piece, and you might be like, well, milk stool, that's really expensive. But I did the analysis earlier on in another video. That is actually the best bargain. Like, in terms of, and I think this is probably in the spreadsheet I share as well, but in terms of how much artifact essence you get per gem, it's basically the best deal out there in terms of what you can get, bang for buck, right? So the people are like, ooh, it's a lot. If you want artifact food, that's the quickest, cheapest way to get it. It's a lot of gems, but like I said, it's the quickest, cheapest way to get it. Anyway, I got rid of that artifact, the King of Demons, and I got rid of... Where is the boot? Can't find the boot, but the Tread of Lightness, I think it's called, with Fortress. I also got rid of that as well, because as much as you want to hold on to every artifact, the reality is we're at a point in a game where it's better to have few really good artifacts than a lot of just okay artifacts. Still undecided about whether or not it's better to have sort of 3 upgraded normal crowns or just 1 Radiant Splendid A and B crown. For me, I think it's better just have 1 A and B crown, but that's just where I am in the game. So back to the Aspen dungeon. And I've just realized, having done this, that I could have regressed one of my 4 Gurks. This is dangerous. So Ada actually lost on this wave. Do we want to see it? My spreadsheet says Ada loses on this wave at a very high level. So we'll see if she does again. But that was before, mind you, it was before I put a Splendid Crown on her. But you can see she's low on health. There we go. So she actually cannot survive that wave, which... Now we can experiment with who can stay alive on this wave. Is that a... I'm going to put Sherlock win question mark. I mean, he didn't lose any health and regain energy. So Gurks, that's a data point. We've lost one of our key heroes, which means we can't actually get there. Oh, mother. So, 4 of these. I think Valks is Sherlock, if I'm not mistaken. No demon potion required. No, lose as well. There we go. So, 4 Valks, just getting data. 490. Lose. And now it's kind of redundant. We'll just give you as 1 demon potion, see how you go. No, lose as well. A lot of data here. Lose with demon potion. So now we're going to give Russell our demon potion. Is he going to die? He shouldn't die. There's only 3 of them left, right? Everyone's done the hard work, Russell. You need to hold your end of the bargain. So 2 Gurks. Let's see how we go. Now we're just going for data, basically. I have no chance of basically getting to 100. He's been procced. So 2 Gurks he can do at 490. Bear with me as keep my spreadsheet updated. Go Gurk. So Russell is an X, level 490. And that's what's painstaking about this. Everything you learnt from level 1 to 50, it doesn't necessarily hold true anymore with 51 to 100, I've been told. And so you basically have to regather all your data and hear me madly clicking away in the background. Basically, you have to regather all your data as you do this next series of runs, and you're like, oh my god, I have to do more data capture. If you take this game seriously, like I do, which is quite sad, that's where we're at. You need to keep updated with the spreadsheets for your lineups and your situation. Like, that Ada debacle, my lord, that's bad. So 1 Ada. I think I should be okay. Yep. One Ada X R. So energy refresh. 4 Adas. Right. 4 Adas. The spreadsheet says Sherlock is a definite okay, but Russell with a demon potion. And thankfully we have 8 of these puppies. Good, that still holds. Next we see Armivore and Faithblade. So Armivore and Faithblade, and you don't see this wave very often. Is that Faithblade or is it Dashmogue? No, I'm confused because they don't wear the skins. It's just super confusing. I'm probably going to regret it by not running Demon Potion, given I have 7, but right now, frankly, I'm more interested in just capturing the data than I am in actually... Yeah, he might die. I'm more interested in capturing the data than I am in actually just clearing the wave. Yeah, so that's Faithblade and Dashmogue. That's an X, 490, and apparently Ada can do it as well, so we're good. This wave, so we have Michelle. I think he can handle this just fine without a demon potion. Yep. Half energy. So we will make a note of that on the spreadsheet. XR. Then we have 4 Gurks again. And he handled this fine last time, 490. So we don't need to watch it again. Two Gurks he handled, again, perfectly fine. Don't need to watch. And that's the problem with Aspen Dungeon, obviously. It's the fact that if you screw up, you have to wait like 4 more days before you get a shot to retry everything. So now we've got 2 Valks and 2 Oberons, and I'm pretty sure I need to give him a Demon Potion. Yep, spreadsheet says Demon Potion. Is he still alive? Yes. So we're still good with that. 2 Adas. I'm pretty sure that's a demon potion situation. Ada. One Amun Ra by itself. And this data is now tainted because he's got full energy. He should be okay. Yes. Ooh. That's actually a no. I think that's a no. In terms of whether or not he needs a demon potion, I actually think he needs a demon potion. I could be wrong, but Amun Ra and Ada and Ara, that's definitely a demon potion. Because you saw how he struggled with Ra in the first place. Yeah, I don't see a situation where... Ooh, that's a lose. Level 490. Ada and Ara. That's a Sherlock wave. Anyway, that is where we're up to. We got to 71, which is neither here or there. A lot of people have gotten a lot further. So 79, 81, 86, 91. I'm confident we'll get there. It's just a matter of time. Like I said, they want you to finish this mode so you can play in the Void arena because that's where the PvE meta is headed. Sorry, I'm just buying out stuff. And so, like I said, it's only a matter of time before everyone's going to be able to get like just the E5 ticks. As to whether or not you can actually get a splendid dildo, I don't know. I think a lot of people are going to struggle to get that many dildos, or even if they're given a choice, I doubt people will be like, do I go for a dildo or do I go for an A and B and a Rui? I dare say there are just much, if you're a free to play or a low spender, there are just much better artifacts out there for you. And you might get to a situation where, you know, given the choice, you're just never ever going to pick the dildo. And therefore, given what's required to finish Aspen Dungeon, you may never actually, in fact, finish Aspen Dungeon, which is an interesting conundrum, right? Do you finish Aspen Dungeon because you think the extra 5 levels to go from 345 to 350 per hero is worth it? Or do you say, you know what, it's not worth it. Where we are in the game, fuck it. And you just wait for a hero that can get through Death 51 to 100 to be introduced and pair them with just a normal 6-star sort of unupgraded artifact and get you to Death 100. That day will come. That day will come sometime next year. Guaranteed. Simply because the current meta of heroes that we have now, people just cannot progress in Void anywhere near what here, progress with the PvE here. They cannot progress with the current set of heroes, whereas they absolutely can here. So if you can progress with Void, in order to progress with Void, they're obviously going to make new and stronger heroes, which then will just kill all the old heroes in Seal Land, Tower of Oblivion, Aspen Dungeon, and then eventually everyone will be able to move over to Void and just focus on that from a PvE perspective. And I'm talking about the old players here. If you're a new player, all the old heroes will do fine here. The bonus is all the new heroes that get introduced next year will just absolutely crush Seal Land, Aspen Dungeon, Tower of Oblivion, and you'll be able to start enjoying Void as well, same as the rest of us. But really, in terms of a macro strategy, you have to realize what they're doing. They're trying to move everyone from one set of PvE to another set of PvE. And in order for that to happen, they obviously have to introduce a new set of heroes that don't exist today. And so, yeah, that is the Aspen Dungeon video. I will do more of these, obviously, and I won't actually tell you when I get to 100. You'll just have to be surprised, like the last video where I was just deeply shocked. And yes, I celebrated too early. Thank you, Bernek, for pointing out my incompetence. Always rely on you to be my fact checker. Anyway, guys, have a great week ahead. Stay safe.